6. Everyday life in the Soviet Union, the shopping runaround. 1. I have heard about consumer shortages before going to Moscow, but only when we began to stop there did the Russian consumer problems really have meaning for me. Customer the world over wait in lines, but Soviet lines have a special quality of their own. Typically, the Soviet woman spends 2 hours a day in line, 7 days a week. Personally, I have known of people who stood in line 90 minutes to buy for pineapples and 3.5 hours to buy 3 large heads of cabbage, only to find the cabbage were gone as they approached the front of the line. Lines can run from a few yards to nearly a mile. Some friends of ours watched a line of people in Moscow signing up to buy rugs. The line lasts days and nights and ran far across all through an apartment development. 2. In spite of all of this, the natural reaction of a Russian woman when she sees a line forming is to get in it immediately, even before she knows what is being shot. However, Soviet lines are more fluid than they appear. In most stores, for example, shopper must stand in not one but 3 lines for any purchase. The first to select a purchase and find out its price, the second to pay a cashier somewhere else in the store and get a receipt, and the third to go pick up the purchase and turn in the receipt. 3. But in a jewelry store one morning, I found out that the game is both simpler and more complex than that. I went in to buy some cheese, butter, and bologna sausage, which were in 3 separate departments, each with its own 9 lines. 4. Returns quickly, though I noticed the experienced server were skipping the first stage. They knew what most items cost, so they went directly to the cashier for their receipts. After studying price, I did that too. Then I went to the cheese line, the longest, probably 20 people to get the words over with first. I was in line less than a minute when the woman in front of me asked me to hold her place. She darted off to the butter and milk line. The cheese line was moving so slowly that she got her butter and milk and returned before we had advanced 3 feet. I decided to take the risk too, and I got back with my butter while the cheese line wall was still inching long. Then it suddenly occurred to me then that all over the store, people were getting into line, holding place, lying, returning. Everyone was using the cheese line as home base. That was why it was barely moving. It kept expanding in the middle. So I got the man behind me to hold my place, and I went off to buy my bologna once again. It worked. It took me 22 minutes to buy butter, sausage, and cheese, but instead of being furious, I felt as if I had beaten the system. 6. The competitive shopping gives an atmosphere of tension of Russian life. People barge into store and bump into each other with face set in combative expression. You have to understand, said a kind gray-haired girl that for as long as I can remember, shopping has been a struggle. Life is a struggle. 7. There is hardly any effective adversity to help server. Americans complain about the constant commercial in the United States, but they might consider if they were exposed to the consumer blackout in Russia. A typical Soviet and it might be if you want to live to a ripe old age and be beautiful, modest, thorough, and truthful. Drink tea. Most newspapers publish without ads. The server has no handy yellow pages or daily newspaper, supermarket, or department store ads to help her decide where to shop. 8. Bribery is worth low pay. $80 to $20. Monthly sales reps take a version of attractive item and sell them secretly to regular customers who have either left a bribe in the advance or can be counted on to pay a high price on delivery 10 to 15 rubles on pay a high price on delivery 10 to 15 rubles on a 60 rubles raincoat in is standard. In 1970, 60, the rubber was equivalent to $1.30. So common is this practice that the Soviet press is always complaining about it, but it doesn't do any good. Crocodile, the Soviet humor magazine, once showed a department store employee promoting some newly arrived items. Their customers in the later goods department for 1,500 imported women's purses have been saved. 450 of them have been bought by store employees. 49 are under the counter and have been ordered in advance for fans. One first is the display windows. We invite you to visit the latter department to buy this first.